here. Sorry about any panting noise. It's the dog. I'm going to be reorganising my bookshelf today. I've never made anything like a YouTube video before or anything, so this is all quite new to me. But I love watching stuff like this. I love watching book content. I love reading, so I just thought, why not? I'm going to be reorganising my bookshelf anyway, so might as well film it and give it a go. Yeah, if anyone has any questions about me or anything, I'm very happy to answer them. If anyone enjoys it, let me know. That'd be good. So I like the way my bookshelves look currently. I think they are quite chaotic in a good way. They are organised. They're organised in authors, but I am wanting something where, like, if I'm feeling a certain way, I know where to go. So it's like, this summer, for example, I was like, I really want to read about Europe and kind of this sad summer in Europe. And the books are all over the place, so I couldn't find those books easily. So yeah, I want to make it much more easy for me to navigate my bookshelves. And I've seen other people do like this method, and I'm always a bit jealous, so I'm going to do that. I will show you what they look like currently now. Okay, so these are the shelves. So I mean, just a bit chaotic, all over the place. And then over here we have another one. Annoyingly, we can both in here because the radiator. There's the dog bed with a foul smelling dog chew on it. But these are the shelves. So they're kind of mixed with genre. So you've kind of got like fantasy mixed with classics, literary fiction, like horror. I like the fact this cover facing out, so I do want to keep that happening. I tend to face them out if it's a beautiful cover and I enjoyed the book. That's kind of the only criteria. I do tend to, sorry, that was a dog squeaking. I do tend to rehome books if I don't love them, unless they're part of a series or a guilty pleasure. So, yeah. I think other than that, it is all books I enjoy. This ladder, I feel ashamed to say, is a TBR ladder. I have a problem. I'm on a book buying ban, but that is what that is. So we're going to integrate this in because I do have a TBR cart that is upstairs, and I also have upstairs non-fiction. So these are, sorry, a little stretch. These at the whoa, hi. Okay. Hello, did I not give you enough attention? That's okay. These are all fiction books. So yes, fiction, a lot of fantasy. We are fantasy readers. Me and my husband love books. He only reads fantasy. I switch it up. So yeah, that is what this is. That is the mess. That is our bookshelves. And this is our cute little doggy who is being really nice. You're being so nice. Okay, I think we're just going to start. Let's just get into it. Oh my gosh, ow. Needy dog. Dog, by the way, is lying that he has had no attention. He's had so much attention, and he's been for an hour walk. He is just being a border collie. They are a challenging breed. I think we're going to have to take a break where I'm going to have to go and play catch with him in the garden because he is just, he's chaos. He's just looking out the window now. But yeah, I'm probably going to take a break and do a bit of catch in the garden with him just so that we can keep him busy and keep him exhausted so that I can actually enjoy doing the books without also battling a border collie. Hold on. Can you go to the toilet, please? Can you go to the toilet? Instead of just smiling at me, can you go to the toilet? Whew, I'm exhausted. Life with the Border puppy, you just have to do these kind of like 20-minute stints where they're just outside and running around and playing football. It's the only way to keep them happy. On top of walks. I thought this is becoming a Border Collie video, kind of like a don't do it. But no, he is a joy, and he's nice now because he's nice and tired. Okay, so one shelf is done. It is dusty, so I'm so sorry. That's really gross. I'm doing okay. I'm getting a bit tired and my voice is going as well. It's recovering from a cold, so it's quite rough, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We've still got 3 more shelves to do. I think the piles are starting to get a bit chaotic. In fact, I will show you. So yeah, we're starting to get a bit chaotic. I still know where the piles are, but it's hard to tell from an outsider point of view where the piles start and begin. Start and end, sorry. Not start and begin. That doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's going okay. I might start putting at least one pile on the shelf and then just transfer that way, just so at least there's a bit more room. So I might anticipate what a big pile is going to be. It's probably going to be fantasy, but I feel like that needs an extra level of organisation. So it will probably be just your generic classics I will put on the shelf ready. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing okay. Some of them I haven't read, which is then quite hard to categorise, so I'm really aware I'm probably going to categorise them wrong, but yeah, it's fine. I'm exhausted. I've done 2 bookshelves. Still got 2 to go. I'm just going to start shelving books. I'm going to start with, I think this is a better way of doing it, because it's reorganising. It's not rebuilding, it's reorganising. So I'm going to start with the category I want on the top shelf. And then I'm going to go through, obviously put everything on that pile on there already that I already have. But then I'm going to go through all the ones that are still on the shelf. So all the ones that are still on the ladder and still on the big bookshelf. And I am going to then just pick them up and put them, pick them up and put them on the shelf. Does this even make sense? Like, I'm just going to move them. I'm going to move them. I'm not going to take them down. I'm not going to put them in a pile and then put them back up again. I'm just going to move them to where they want them to be. So that is the plan, because I think that'll be less exhausting. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's the plan. That's the plan. Because I'm so tired. The dog is asleep, thankfully. He's in another room asleep. For now. But when he wakes up, he will be greeted by all of this. And there will be a book in his mouth, I'm so sure. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. Okay, one bookshelf is done. Still not looking pretty, but at least it's on in the right order. I've decided I'm going to ditch the idea of organising all the fantasy based on era because it's just going to take too long. So I'm actually just going to push all the fantasy along so it ends up in the right place. And then that can just be at the end because it's just a lot of effort. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so hold on. The dog's fed up. I'm fed up. He's got nowhere to play with his ball inside. Sorry, he's entertaining himself. But yeah, we are fed up. I've done a whole bookshelf and I've done the beginnings of the second bookshelf. Two down, two to go. God, that sounds like nothing, the fact that I'm kind of only halfway. But I do feel like because the fantasy is pretty, like, it's already on there. So actually, if you look at the piles, it's not too bad. We just have the ladder. I feel like it's darker outside because it's been hours. It's been hours. So I feel like it's a lot darker outside. But yeah, I'm just doing the ladder. I am done. I don't know how this has happened, but I have like significantly less books. I don't know if it's the way that I've stacked them, but before my ladder was kind of double stacked and it's now no longer double stacked, and I don't know how that has happened. It might be that I've had less books facing outwards, I don't know, but I will give you a little tiny tour, a brief tour, and show you it. So up here we have Greek and Norse mythology. My husband's just told me that these actually aren't Norse. I've not read these, but that's okay. They're just all with John Gwynne because these are kind of like Norse fantasy. So yeah, that is kind of sagas, myths, just historical fiction. And then also we've got Greek mythology as well. Yeah, and that goes along to there. And then here we have, starting with Don Quixote, we have classics, and that goes all the way down to here. Then starting with Little Women, we have women in classics. So that might be that it's a feminist classic. It could be that it's just written by a woman. It could be that the main character is a woman, but I thought it might be quite cool to have that all together. So that's down to here. And then this is a fun category that isn't fun yet because there's only two authors for now. But I've always loved the kind of era where American writers went and lived in Paris in the 20s. And I want to read more of that work. Currently I've only read F. Scott Fitzgerald and Hemingway, both of them brilliant writers. So starting from here, I have American authors living in Paris in the 20s. So start from here, we have general fiction. Sorry that Ivy's in the way, but that goes all the way down here to the bottom shelf, which is lovely. Then the bottom shelf, we have romance. It's mainly just Emily Henry. But yeah, I enjoy them. They're kind of a bit of a guilty pleasure. We have, starting from Cinnamon and Gunpowder, we have historical fiction. And that goes all the way to the top shelf. And starting with Call Me By Your Name, we have Europe in Summer, I really get into that category of kind of fiction whenever it's a summer holiday, whenever I'm away abroad. So I thought it might be nice to have them easy to pick there. Sorry, that is the dog squeaking. Then from Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, we have plays and poetry, and that goes all the way down to here. And then this is probably my favourite category from Salt Slow by Julia Armfield. We have Weird and Wonderful. So that might be quite abstract. A lot of them have like imagery of grief, and it's a really creative way to kind of show human emotions. So I really, really love these books. So this shelf has accidentally become a dark academia shelf. It's meant to just be kind of books set in a university setting and academia. I'm currently doing my PhD, so I'm quite enjoying reading about university settings and people who are students. So at the moment only 2 aren't dark academia on this, but hopefully there'll be more. But I also do love dark academia. I think it's really fun. Starting with You Never Really Hear, we have crime, thriller and mystery, and that goes all the way down to here, leading on to the Stephen King section. We do enjoy Stephen King in this house. I think he's a great writer. Then on the bottom shelf, we have dystopian, kind of post-apocalyptic fantasy. I guess it is fantasy, fiction, and yeah, I don't know if all of them fit in this. Some of them I've just kept together for author's sake, like Ray Bradbury, but yeah, I really enjoy that kind of genre. I've not actually read the Passage series. Sorry, it knows again. I've not actually read the Passage series, but I feel like I read the blurb once and it sounded post-apocalyptic. I might have got mixed up with something else, but it's there for now and I'll probably move it if I read it and it doesn't fit. Then we just have general fantasy and sci-fi on the ladder, which is lovely and neat. I also have on the top of this bookshelf hardbacks that didn't fit, because this is one of those bookshelves where the shelves are all different size, which is really annoying. So they didn't fit in their categories. I also have up on the top shelf my painted collection of classics. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I've not got all of them, but I've got ones for books that I enjoy. We have this bookshelf, which is all fantasy and sci-fi. Then right behind the dog's head, I am trying to move him, but he is very interested in books today. And then on the bottom 2 shelves, starting with Sarah J Maas and pretty much ending with Sarah J Maas, we have Guilty Pleasures. This is kind of books that I'm so sorry. It's my guilty pleasure. I quite enjoy it. It's not the best writing I've ever read, but it's something that I enjoy when I feel ill or I just want a bit of... It's the same thing I feel like when I watch a rom-com. And then after that, we have young adult and children's books. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching if you watched. It's absolutely fine if you didn't. But yeah, thank you so much. I enjoyed doing it actually. And yeah, let me know if you want to see anything more in depth, if you want me to talk through some of my favourite books, talk through some of my favourite books in my categories that I've made. If you're interested in any of the categories, do let me know and I'm happy to make another video. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please do subscribe, just so I know that people are interested in another one. And yeah, that's me. Thank you so much for watching my bookshelf reorganisation.